Welcome to another virtual adult improv show with the LA Connection players. I'm Ken Sco, the founder and owner of the LA Connection. We're celebrating our 48th year of dishing out fine comedy improv out here in Burbank, California. But we've been online for over 5 years doing short and long form. And today we're doing a long form piece called WrestleMania. First time, it's a debut. Let's find out who's going to be wrestling. Well, Lydia is going to be my commentator. She's an ex-woman wrestler, former woman champ. We have Courting Tiger, who is played by Matthew, his first show with us today. Crouching Tigger. Yeah. Crouching Tigger. The Red Cross is played by Andrew.
It's time for your blood draw.
The Oxford Camera is played by Nick, Oxford, The Northeast Beast is played by James. Okay. And you guys can all now minimize, and we're going to start WrestleMania. Welcome to WrestleMania. I'm Hank, and as you know, I've been doing the announcing here for quite a long time. This is we've been starting WrestleMania, it goes back to the 70s, and we're in WrestleMania 2025 Vegas. I'm very happy to be here again. We have some really great teams that tagged up, great individuals as well that decided to tag up for the men's World Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Division. And we have the Beard Battalion, which is a great team, and the Shredders. And of course, each of one of the individuals has won champions in their division. They've all moved up to the championship heavyweight division. Some of them had to jump a couple divisions like Red Cross, but he wanted to get in on this. So let's bring out Crouching Tigger, the Oxford Comma, and of course, the Shredders is what they're called. So guys, tell me why you decided to team up, because you've had to wrestle against each other, and sometimes that got pretty ugly.
Well, I thought it'd be great to team up with an intelligent person. And, the Oxford comma seemed like he was very intelligent.
Well, I've lost to him a few times, and that was my biggest motivation. I thought, I can't beat this man. He's a little bit better than me, so I've got to team up with him so that I can eventually take him down,
Right.
He's the best in the division, and I thought if I go with him, I could beat the top two.
Well, you were in the middle heavyweight division. You were the champion in that division, and you decided to go up one division, and that's when you lost to him, and then tried to have a rematch and lost again. And now you said, let's team up together. And, you're playing the Beard Battalion, and they're pretty nasty.
Thanks.
I've got a new move for them. I call it Crouching Tigger Hidden Poo, and it is a move you'll never forget, and it will leave you speechless.
Well, I remember the move when you jumped from one rope to the other rope, right across, right, like a diagonal, right across, and then you jumped to the other, and then the other, and then you jumped on their head. Tell us that.
That's
move.
why they call me the Tigger, because I bounce around from one rope to the other.
Wow, that's amazing. And now I know, Oxford, sometimes what you do is you get them on the ground and then you give them multiple choice questions to answer to just play with their mind.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, my whole thing, right? And think about it. A comma's a pause, right? Okay, so that's what it is. I'm trying to stall them. I'm trying to pause them to give them something to think about, so that they can't move on, right? So they're stuck, right? And then I can come in and finish them off. Or in this case, Tigger can come in and finish them off. So I go in fast and I mess with their minds. I give them the pause. I give them the comma, right? I give them the multiple choice questions. Who's going to know these answers? They're all about England. All these Americans, they're so dumb. They don't know. I'm sorry. I know the audience.
Yeah, I know that this is an American audience, and you're just, you have to be careful to make sure that you're not making everyone feel dumber than you, which we probably all are, including me. But the point is most people know what a comma is. And a few of us know the word Oxford, okay? In England, we know that. Everyone knows that, okay? Or maybe an Oxford shoe. Well, no, that's not a shoe. Anyway, tell us, you have the Oxford move that you learned from England. I'd like to know that England move that you have.
Okay, so this was honestly, it was a direct response to you guys pouring the tea into the harbor. We had to come up with something that would really get under your skin and stop them. And so that's what actually derived my name, the Oxford comma. Okay, so it's not just the regular comma; it's the third comma. It's the final comma that you guys leave out. You say we don't need that; it's not important, but it is. Okay, it's the third comma. It's the final comma, and you come in, you give them that last one, and that's the thing that really trips them up. It gives you the advantage that lets you pin them down. So it's my final, my third attack. Okay.
Wait a minute. Wait, Oxford. I thought you said you were coming up with a new move called the explanation point.
Shh, 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 shh. We don't want to talk.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. Just in this case, I do. You've got an it's a team move, okay?
Yeah.
Under comma, and I think he's the perfect one to be the exclamation point to this. So I go in, I stole him up, I grabbed him around the legs, and then as I trip him up, I spin out the way, I slap his hand to tag him in, and he bounces up and tell him how you finish it.
I do a barrel roll, and then I land on their face with my rear end.
Wow.
I got a big.
I don't think I'd like to be on the end of that. That doesn't sound very smelly to me, if you know, a little sticky. I don't think I will, especially with the sweat that comes off your ass.
That's the hidden poo part.
Oh,
the explanation point.
Yeah, looks like you got a little shit on your nose.
Well,
okay, that's what it looks like to me.
Taker, you know?
Okay, maybe to the smell. You know, he's always covered in just a little bit of shit. So that it's one, a deterrent, and two, it inoculates us. So that when the field's all messed up, we can still perform. You know.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to see you two in the ring. I think you both have a lot of potential. But there can be no scratching of the eyeballs, Crouching Tigger. I know that you scratch your face up a little bit, but you can scratch faces up. You can't go to the eyeballs, which got you disqualified in one of your matches, and you almost lost the championship. So.
Yeah, well, that was then, but this is now.
Well, it's time for me to meet your competition, so thank you, gentlemen. They'll be doing the trash talk in the middle of the show right before they get in the ring. But first, I want to bring out the Beard Battalion. Okay, the Red Cross was a middleweight champion, started as a lightweight middleweight champion, moved up to the middleweight, and now doubled up to join the Northeast Beard, who is Beast, Beard, oh, who cares what he is. He's strong, he's tough, he'll bite your eyeballs off. He came from the middleweight division. He was the middleweight heavyweight champion, and as soon as the other one left, the comma guy, okay, the Oxford comma, then you took over, and now you're coming back to get him.
He's a nerd. He's a nerd. What does he think? A comma is gonna kill us?
You tell him, brother. You tell him.
Right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go in there and we're gonna bleed him dry. We're gonna bleed him dry. I have a move. It's called the syringe.
Yeah, I know that's why you call yourself the Red Cross, because you like to draw the blood of all your opponents. And you've done it many different ways. Sometimes you've done it with straws. I'd like to know the straw move.
Yeah, so with the straw, what I'll do is I'll actually stick that into the wrist. That immobilizes the wrist. And then I'll drink their blood, and then they get all faint, and then they just crash down, and we win the match.
Blood loss and organ failure. It's his recipe. That's his main MO. That's why I picked this guy to be my tag team champion brother.
Well, listen, you got a few moves of yourself. You know, the old waffle iron move? Tell us that one.
Yeah, I love that one. Because, it's just like as easy for me as serving up breakfast on a fine Sunday afternoon. Whatever you want. Sausage, pancakes, I got all the meat. I got it all right here. I got the 21-gun salute necessary to pull that move off!
Yeah, and he's also a really good cook. You should try his meatloaf.
Hash and eggs.
I hate meatloaf. My mother served meatloaf to me too much, and I hate meatloaf. You shouldn't have brought that up.
That's your problem.
I didn't even like it. I didn't like the singer. He was a terrible actor too, Meatloaf. Okay, so don't bring up friggin' Meatloaf. He took over one of my roles once.
No meatloaf for you. Hash and eggs, and that's exactly what I'm gonna be serving up at WrestleMania when I take the comma.
Hash and eggs? So what are you, the English guy now? That's what they have, hash and eggs. What are you?
I'm the guy who's gonna turn them into hash! What are you talking about, man? That's what's going down here. They're in my kitchen. I'm throwing them on my stove. And once my brother bleeds those carcasses dry, I cut them up and fry them.
Yeah, you've been known to do that. You're a badass. I know that, a real badass. And people say you have some real anger issues. And when someone gets you mad, you do the express windmill.
Oh, yeah, they got no choice. Once I pull that one out, there's no stopping the train, brother, let me tell you. I get up right behind them, and I grab both their arms, and I yank them both back at the same time, just like a skull crusher. And then all of a sudden, both their shoulders are broken, and I'm pulling out both their arms. And then that's the point when Andrew gets on top of the mast, and he jumps and takes him down with just his legs.
Whoa. Well, now I know, Andrew, you have been practicing the handoff syringe move when he tags you. He has a syringe hidden inside his pants, gives it to you, and then you miraculously have a syringe and put it into the neck or the wrist vein.
Yeah. It weakens them. That's the best way to win fights, is to make your opponent weak.
But he also makes me strong. Andrew has been such an asset, and I have never had such a high in going into wrestling matches like this before. He gets deep into my jugular vein and injects gasoline, and I'm telling you, man, it just gets me all fired up. I can't imagine what it's like to have to just go on into to that ring on that night, all fired up on the gasoline, and I'm just ready to floor it.
Well, we can't wait. Your trash talk's coming up next, but first I gotta talk to my ex heavyweight lady champion, okay? She is Crazy Daisy Duke, okay? Let's bring her out right now. Crazy Daisy, I know you were in the closed circuit area where you were watching what I was saying right now. You're still in that room right now. I want you to tell me, first of all, let's go over the shredders.
Okay.
How did they come off?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if anybody knows this. I've been doing a little bit of investigating and some background, and the Oxford comma, his wife, has disappeared under mysterious circumstances. He's currently being investigated, as is hold on, I need to check my notes. As is the Northeast Beast. Apparently he's been doing some sort of illegal kangaroo fighting in Australia. So both of them have a lot on their plates, on their minds. So I'm interested to see how that affects their game.
Thank God that the match is today. I don't think we have anybody outside the building waiting to, arrest either one of them yet.
Not
but
yet.
That's going to help if we get some headlines. That's going to really help with the publicity. So hopefully you've leaked some of that information to some of the local
absolutely
press.
Have.
Now you didn't talk about
a close friend of Geraldo Rivera. I don't know if you know him.
Rivera.
He's got facial hair. Geraldo.
Rivera.
He's got a lot of facial hair.
Not Rivera. It's Rivera.
I don't know.
That's a different one. You called a different source.
Right, but he is the one that's going to get this out to the masses.
Through what? Facebook? Social media?
Right, Facebook, Instagram, all of it. Bumble, whatever.
Bumble.
Yeah,
all
it's
right,
a dating website.
Listen, who do you think, in your opinion, has a stronger pair? What team do you think is gonna take the other team down?
All right. I think it's going to be close. I really do. But I believe that the Shredders have a little slight lead. I think a big part has to do with the smell situation because there is nothing more disoriented than when you're in the ring and you smell shit. It is very difficult to get into your zone.
So you think that Tigger move where he jumps, springs up, and lands his ass on their face is
Yes,
that's
no
a
good.
sticky, stinky move. That's gonna put him down. That's the move
Unless
that's gonna.
unless they're able to avoid it somehow, I feel like yeah.
What
Now
about the Red
I'm a real
Cross syringe?
well, yes. Now I have to say, I think he might be the most vicious of all of them.
Yeah,
He's
he
certainly
seems
drawn the
kind of
most
like
blood.
he seems like the weakest and meekest, but
Yeah.
he's a little crazy. I think that
He
guy.
is, and he
Yeah.
has to be crazy to come up to this level and fight at this elite level
Yeah, I think he's a
above
vampire.
his
That's what I
weight
think.
class.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Va-
he just might be crazy enough to really do some damage.
Yeah, he he has a theories all the time.
Yeah.
I think he's become a vampire because the
Yeah,
Red Cross thing.
I think it says a lot about him as a person. The Twilight series thing.
Yeah,
I try to stay away from them as people and just focus on the fight, focus on their skills and the skill level.
okay. I just have to ask you this one thing because the tampon string move. That was your
Yes.
favorite move. Exactly. What exactly was that move again for the people who just meeting you for the first time?
Yes. So that I typically use right after the facial move. So I take their arm and pull that arm like as if it were a string
Right.
until literally they start bleeding from their nose
Wow.
profusely.
Wow, so that's all. That's where the tampon string thing is because of the blood too.
Yes.
Well, I think it's going to be a hell of a match. I can't wait to talk and catch up with you
Me
later.
too. I'm
Okay,
ready, Hank.
well-
I'm ready.
Now you watch their trash talk, okay? I'm going to go away right now, get myself a coffee, and we're going to have Nick. Let's see, the Oxford comma is going to talk to Red Cross. So let's have them trash talk, and I'm gone. See you later, Lydia.
Oh, you fucking nerd.
Oh, right, I'm the nerd, right? You're just happy that you could finally take my spot, huh?
No, you're not even from here.
I was so better than you.
Why would you come to America to fight?
Oh.
What? Does England
beat
not
everyone
have
over
any
there.
wrestling rings?
They've got plenty. I'm just the best one in them. So that's why I came over here. Look, you guys have better wrestlers. I'm just going to be honest with you. That's why I wanted to be over here.
We do
so
have
that I
better
could bring the
wrestlers.
best.
Much better than the best from England.
Absolutely. I'm not disagreeing with you. That's why I'm here. So that I can be the best over here as well. And I'm better than you.
But you're not gonna be the best over here. You know
Okay.
why?
Brother.
You know why? Because I'm gonna bleed you. That's right.
Yeah, with your
I'm-
scrawny little
I'm
fingers.
gonna bleed you dry. And
Mhm.
you are gonna wake up in the hospital with a migraine.
Oh, wake up with a migraine. Oh,
Yeah,
oh no, I'm
absolutely.
gonna wake up with them. Oh God, no. Oh, the worst pain imaginable. I'm gonna wake up with a migraine. Oh no. Oh, little boy.
That's
Little
what blood
man.
loss will do to
Okay.
you, bitch.
It's okay. You're just gonna poke me with your little scrawny fingers. You and your little barbarian friend, your bearded man. It's fine. It's fine. You're
Call
gonna
them
get shit all
needles.
over you.
My fingers are sharp like needles. Call
Oh,
them needles.
Oh, call them needles. No. I'm not going to call them needles. Does that hurt your ego? That I won't call your fingers needles?
No.
No.
What
Seems like
that
it does.
does is it
Uh-huh.
makes me want to destroy you even
Right.
more.
Right, yeah, because it hurt your ego. It hurt you. Psychologically, it hurt you.
It might be a little disconcerting,
I
I will say, but you are going to be destroyed. Don't try and change the subject.
Yeah, right. No, I'm gonna get a migraine. I'm gonna get a migraine tomorrow. Don't worry. I'm on board for that. I know about the migraine. It's okay. I'm still gonna get the belt. Okay? I'll get a migraine and the belt. It'll be great.
Okay, thank you, boys. Okay, we're gonna move on to the Northeast Beast is gonna talk it out with Crouching Tigger. Let's see some trash talk, boys.
I'm gonna take you down, Northeast Beast. I'm gonna take your beard and hop you from one rope to the other, and then I'm gonna do my hidden poo move on you, and you're gonna stink all night.
You know, there is something here that stinks tonight. It's not just your face, it's your literal trash talk. It is literally bad. It is the cleanest trash talk. And the only reason that your fucking face has brown on it is because you're a little brown noser, aren't you? You suck up all the network execs.
You know what's
That's
gonna
why
happen
it's
to you?
brown.
I'm gonna crush you into a little freaking juicy meatball, and I'm gonna feed it to your Red Cross friend.
Shut your $5 ass up before I decide to make change.
My $5 ass. I've got the 2 gold medal belts. What do
I
you
got the
have?
2 nukes right here. 2
I
nukes
said
ready to
little
go
belt.
off
I
to
won 2
total war.
championships. I'm 2-time champion. What are you? 0 champion.
And that's what's gonna happen tonight is a regime change. Because your day, your old irrelevant ass is over. And me and my bearded brother are gonna walk out of there with that belt, and there ain't shit you can do about it.
Except when you're laying there flat out cold, we're gonna shave both your beards off and make you look like baby butts. And you're gonna have a baby ass for a face.
The only thing that people will say is cold is the way that I'm literally going to twist you in half and snap your fucking spine over my leg.
You know what's gonna be all over social media? That poopy little diaper I'm gonna put on your face. That little baby diaper I'm gonna put on your face because you're gonna have a baby face ass.
Toilet talk? Seriously? What are you, a 5-year-old? Well, what could I expect from somebody who names themselves after a fucking kid's toy?
Hey, I'm a Tigger.
Yeah.
I've got a head made out of rubber and a tail made out of springs.
Yeah, I
That's how
got
come
a
I can
rubber, all
bouncy once and bouncy twice and
Let's
bouncy
have
all
the
over
other two
your
guys.
face.
I got a rubber, all right.
Let's bring those other
I'm
2
gonna-
guys back to trash talk and have a 4-person trash talk.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
What is this?
What's up, bud?
It's the fucking cartoon.
Cartoon, huh? I'm gonna take you and I'm gonna twist you and break you and your little so-called needle fingers.
Keep talking.
They're like little
Keep talking right
pins.
here,
They're
right
little pins. They're little tacks. They're tacks. And you ain't gonna get a migraine. I heard.
Syringes to draw your blood.
Draw my blood. You're not gonna need a syringe. You're gonna need a plunger just to clean up the Northeast Beast's face.
Yeah, you know what this motherfucker's gonna do to you? My bearded brother has got surgical equipment all over, and he's gonna just use it to just cut you up in ways that you can't even count. 6 different ways to Sunday, pal. Wait till we get our hands on you.
Oh, yeah, trash talk all you want. You just sound like a broken record. You couldn't win any belt if you tried. I got 2 titles. What do you have? Still 0.
We're hungry. We are coming in with energy, and we are going to put on a show that you 2 jabronis just can't even begin to match. And I can't wait until I wipe the floor with both of you personally.
What are you
And
talking
then-
about, macaroni?
After we wipe the floor with you, we're gonna bleed you dry and bathe in your blood. That's what's gonna happen.
We're
It
gonna-
makes us look young.
How are you gonna bleed us dry when you're smelling like shit?
You're the one who smells like shit.
you
We don't
see
smell
And
like
you're
shit.
gonna be right there next to me smelling like shit, brother.
No, we're gonna come
You
in
see
ready
this
for
hidden
war.
syringe.
We're
You
gonna
have
come in ready
nothing.
with gas masks. We're gonna come in ready with hazardous equipment that you motherfuckers have never seen before because we are fucking soldiers. And soldiers is what you need when you gotta get the job done. And that's what we are. We're
Okay,
on the
thank you,
fucking
Ben.
speed dial of
All
the
right,
president. And you guys don't stand a fucking chance
Thank
in
you.
hell.
Thank you all. Get out to the ring. The match is going to start in a minute, but first, I'm going to bring Lydia back out with me. Okay. I should say, Her name is Crazy Daisy Duke, but I know you as your other name because I know
Of course
everyone
you
has a
did.
stage name. And you just heard that trash talk. You
I
heard the
did.
individual trash talk, and then you heard all four of them. And
I did.
I know that you trash talk with the ladies, so let's
Yeah.
compare some trash talk in here. What do you think happened there?
Well, if I'm calling a winner on the trash talk, I'm calling it for the bearded. Who are they? The bearded battalion.
Yeah.
Because I think they laid it out there. And again, they've got that Red Cross, and he's crazy. So I really enjoyed the trash talk. In fact, there was a moment where I thought I heard angels sing. I don't know if you caught that,
Wow.
but I think I did.
You heard angels sing. So
Yes. It's
what
like
is that?
heaven. Trash
Okay.
talk heaven. Trash talk heaven. It is literally when your body begins to vibrate because you know that some shit is going down.
So you think, based on trash talk alone, that the bearded battalion is gonna beat the shredders on trash talk alone?
Listen, I called the shredders first, and then I saw that trash talk, and I thought, you know what? Maybe not.
All right, so you think the shredders might have more muscle and
Right.
might and be a little bit more intelligent, at least
right.
the Oxford comma, who
Yeah.
tries to play with your mind
Yes.
with his educated PhD background.
Yeah,
then
and
you
he
have-
does well.
He does it very, very well. But I don't think I saw the trash talk between him and Red Cross, and Red Cross didn't seem to be affected much, except for
No.
right at the end. What do you
Right
think
at
about
the
that?
end. And that little change between those two,
Yeah,
really, really interesting. That psychological, voodoo shit, it was great.
yeah. I think he might try and put a syringe in some part of his anatomy,
I think
Kama's
so.
anatomy, and that would
I don't
be.
think we even have a clue what this guy's going to pull out.
Yeah, I think he's nuts. He spent time in a mental institution.
He did.
Because he threatened to kill his mother because she locked
That's
her in the
right.
basement. Because he was
That's
locked in
right.
the basement, as a child. I don't know if you knew that.
Exactly. Until he was 13.
Right. Homeschooled, locked in a basement, and they had to the mother had to slide the food through a little contraption because she was his nurse, and I think she was practicing stuff on him. I think he's a little nutty.
He is. And I have to say, my heart does go out to him. To be locked in a room till you're 13 is some crazy, crazy stuff.
So
I do
are you
have
saying
a
you
little-
want to be his mother?
Well, I'd consider it.
Okay. So you actually would think about adopting him.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I
Wow.
would first want a little bit of feedback from some psychiatrists, but yeah.
Well, what if he loses today?
I don't know if he loses today. Either one, I just kind of feel bad. I picture this little boy becoming, an adolescent in a room all by himself, and I just think, what he needs is some good loving.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of Tony Perkins, in Psycho.
Yes.
When he became his mother at the end, sitting in the
Oh.
chair. Weird. He's a weird dude.
Weird
Anyway,
shit.
I'm gonna say goodbye to you right now.
All right.
Because
See
of
you
the
at the other
fight.
side.
Okay. Now we're gonna jump ahead. The fight is over, and you would not believe, after hearing Daisy Duke, crazy Daisy Duke, she thinks the shredders had it at first, and then after the trash talk, she went to the bearded battalion. Now, what do you think? I'll tell you who won. The bearded battalion. I would have never thought. I just thought never would they win. So let's bring out the bearded battalion. Oh. Well, boys, it wasn't just the trash talk. It was the bloodletting. Now, dude, I just want to ask you, where the hell did you get those leeches?
I got them from the animal hospital across the street, just be quiet about that.
That move pretty much cemented the act. Once you got leashes on them, they sucked the blood out. Then you syringed them after you leeched them, and there was hardly any blood left.
Yeah, just this much. Just this much.
Well, I know
And
they're
now,
going to be very,
it's
very.
gonna make me healthy.
Yeah, well, I know that they're.
That's right.
They're,
Drink the blood of the fallen.
I know they're
Yeah.
getting some intravenous blood put back into their body before they come back out. That's why I had to interview you two first, because you were pretty tough on them. And what about that windmill move that you did on Crouching Tigger?
Yeah, that's right. He thought he had me. He thought he was gonna stick his nose straight up my butthole. But I've got these animal-like senses too. I could hear him. I could smell him. How could you not smell that fucking face? I mean, right? I mean, I got him in a reverse hold, flipped over his back, and then it was just nothing he could do from there. I set Andrew up, and then he came in with the leg at the exact moment, and that's what got him down, and that's what made us champs. Yeah.
Round number 7. Now, it was weird because someone said that they saw like a Tupperware container that was dropped off in the corner of your ring, and then all of a sudden in round 7, all these leeches appeared.
Yeah, those leeches, I'm telling you, they're slow grinders, man. They don't think anything of them. They thought they could just walk right over them. But the power of the leeches, no, man. Once you step on one of them, they hitch onto your feet, and the blood loss starts letting in, and they just keep getting weaker and weaker and weaker. But, you know, they came in overconfident. What can you say about a couple of guys who named themselves after the bad guy in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
You can say they're idiots. That's what you can
Well,
say.
they might want a rematch. What are you going to say to them?
Green always beats their shredder ass.
Yeah, any day. Any day.
Okay. Now, there has been a couple complaints in the audience. Apparently, one of your syringes had taken all the blood. Somehow you squirted it, hoping to get somebody in the eye, and it went over and then went out into the front row.
Well, that's not my problem. You see, my thing is that I fight the wrestlers. Now, if I miss, I'm not aiming for an audience member. You can't put that on me.
That's why we make them. That's why we make the audience all sign a waiver before getting in, so we're covered.
Right. Well, listen, we have a lot of international reporters who want to talk to you. Thank you for stopping by and talking to me at ringside, and it's really been great. Congratulations, you're the new tag team heavyweight world champions.
Hell yeah, brother!
All right. Well, let's bring out the other team, the Shredders. I'm sorry what happened to you, Shredders. I know the leeches in the 7th round and the windmill move, and let's just go first to the Oxford. I know you're getting a lot of medication because of loss of blood. Can you speak to us about how you felt?
I'd love to speak to you. I'd love to speak. He tried to kill me. He tried to kill me. You see it out there? He tried to kill me. He was coming in. He had a dead knife.
Okay. All right, you froze there for a second. Let me go over to... now you're awake again. Go ahead. All right, so
Scalpels. He had scalpels. He had knives. He said his fingers were needles, but that wasn't true. God, he had everything. He was using leeches. Look, there's still one on his face.
I can't get it off. It won't come off.
Oh my God, there's still one on your face.
I can't get it off.
Oh man,
It's stuck there. It's still sucking on my blood. Look at that thing. It's still. I can't get it off.
Crouching Tiger. So he threw leeches all over both of you, and then he did the windmill move.
I had leeches in places I didn't even know they would fit.
Oh my God.
I had one on my balls, and I had one on my dick, and I had one on my ass. Now I got one on my eye. I had one on my armpit, my belly button. I had them all over me.
Wow, sounds like you got a lot of genitalia leech problem there.
Yeah, well, it's bleeding me dry.
Oh my God, you poor guys. Well, are you going to want a rematch of these guys? Because it sounds like they try to pull a lot of illegal moves.
Oh, I want to take Red Cross on one. Oh, he finally fell off. Good.
God. No, I'll fight Jay. I'll fight the Northeast Beast. I don't want nothing to do with the Red Cross again. Jesus Christ, that man should be arrested. He should be put behind bars. There is something wrong, deeply wrong with that man.
Yeah,
He's mentally ill. He's fucking crazy, man.
He is nuts. He's crazy.
He's a nut. He's a nut job.
Yeah. Yeah, by the way, what happened to your wife, Oxford? There's been some rumors around that she just
I signed papers that said I would not have to talk about this. Okay? That was the only reason I agreed to do this. That was one of the reasons I agreed to come here to America. Okay?
Hey, Oxford, you didn't tell me about this.
You're not going back to England. You're trying to stay here. It sounds like you've got problems if you go home.
Maybe. Okay? Maybe.
You mean
maybe I like it here. Maybe it's just really, really nice. It's not cold. You know, it's not cold. It's not wind.
What do you mean it's not cold? It's cold outside.
It's nice. It's nice. I'm not going back by choice. It's got nothing to do with my wife. Stop asking about her.
Well, I need to tell you something, Oxford. Oxford, your wife's with me now.
What?
Yes. I didn't want to tell you until after the match.
Wow.
That's great. That's good. That's good. That's good news.
Yeah, you're free and clear now because she's my problem.
Someone thought you might have killed her. So you abducted her. She's with you now.
She's with me.
I think you two should have a match. Maybe winner take all.
She said she liked my bouncy better than Oxford's bouncy.
Well,
yeah, good.
It's hard to make love to a guy when he's always going comma and pausing between all the moves.
Actually, it isn't comma. He's always comatose, according to what she said.
Yeah. He takes a long pause between a kiss and all sorts of shit.
I like drinking a little bit too much. I would like to drink right now. Okay? Can we stop this and can I go drink?
Go ahead, go drink. I'm sorry what happened to you. Go drink. I'm going to talk to the Crazy Daisy Duke, and then we're going to do closing comments. Crazy Daisy, it's like you're a psychic. You predicted that
I did.
The bearded battalions. Tell me what you saw in the match today.
What I saw was, I think that the Oxford comma, he paused too much. You know, he didn't. He was trying to go for that psychological game, but frankly, the Red Cross does not bite. You know, he was an animal, and he did what animals do. You know, and what I love is that he is not even in this weight division, and now he's the champion of it. What?
It's crazy. That man is, he's mentally unstable. I was kind of even scared to interview him afterward. He still had syringes. I don't know what happened to him in those first 13 years in that basement.
I don't know.
Mother experimenting on him with, whatever she was doing as a nurse. I don't know, but he is. He gets crazy around the middle of the fight and starts looking for all sorts of weird shit.
Yeah, and I can't say it's all entirely legal either, but he sure did get down and dirty. And I'll tell you, it was something to behold. I have a lot of respect for him because of his game, but I also am terribly, terribly frightened by him.
Yeah, he is a very frightening man. He's let's go back to adoption now. So now that you saw what he does and his background, are you prepared to have him become your adopted son and move in with you?
Well, I would say I'm about 75% sure. I don't know if you saw this, but at the end of the match, he was given an injection of some sort. So I need to find out what kind of medication this man needs, the level of care that he needs, because I tour. I'm never home. So I have to make sure that it's all going to be kosher. But I'm looking into it. So
you're just going to adopt him and then let him stay in your house, but you'll never be there? That's worse than his first mother, who was there experimenting on him. You'll be a mother never there.
No, because then he has the run of the house. I'm not locking him in anywhere.
Okay. So you're gonna let this mentally
I'm gonna let him
incapable
have his
human?
own. Say it again.
You're gonna let this guy run around your house? I mean, he might have leeches in there. He might do experiments on your pets. I
Yeah.
don't know about this guy.
Yeah, I mean it's a tough one. It's a tough one, but I am a pushover. I really, really am, and I just think he needs some TLC.
Okay. Now you're on your you just had your eighth divorce, right? I mean,
Yes,
do you have some
number
sort of
8.
like some sort of a clinging men thing going on here? Now you want to have Andrew, like your son, or are you grooming him
Yes.
to marry him since he's now almost 30?
No, I've given up on men in that way. So I just want him to be my child. So I will hold him in the cradle hold and rock him to sleep
Okay.
and give him a pappy. Um,
Hold on a second.
mhm.
You wanted to get back in the ring yourself, and you couldn't find a good tag team partner.
I
So
couldn't.
now that they're doing male-female tag team partners, I think
I'm
you
in.
want him to come and live with you so you can be trained by him and come back in the ring. Isn't that what you really want?
Well, Hank, maybe.
We finally found it out here, the real truth, why you want to adopt him, because you want to steal him away from the bearded, and now start I know exactly. You're just as steel glazing eyes as you used to be. You were a conniving little woman.
Once a fighter, always a fighter, Hank. That's just the way it
Crazy
is.
Daisy Duke. All right, thank you, Crazy Daisy. I'll see you at the end of the show when we close it together. She is crazy, that Daisy Duke. I guess we're going to find she's coming back to wrestle. This is exciting for WrestleMania. She'll be back next year with the crazy man, the Red Cross. Oh my God, what a team that is. In fact, right now we're going to do closing comments and take me away, and let's bring out Red Cross.
I am so happy with this win. So happy. It's better than the time that I beat Henry Cavill at his own game. Yes, I wrestled Henry Cavill, and he ended up in the hospital. That's why there were no Supermans for about 2 years. Anyway, I've got to go find my horse.
Okay, let's hear it now from the Northeast Beast.
Champ at last. Champ at last. Champ at last. That's what I'm fucking talking about, guys. Finally, that belt felt so good to walk out with it and to leave it all in there. That's what wrestling truly is. And as a champion, a tag team champion, I intend to keep this dynasty going for a long time. And now all of a sudden I receive word that Crazy Daisy Duke wants to come up in to the Bearded Battalion and break it up. I don't think so, sweetheart. Andrew is my undiscovered talent, and he is gonna stay with me. And if she thinks that she's gonna come in here and take him from me, then I will take her all the way to the skies in a 747 and crash it straight on down into the ocean and use her implants as a flotation device. That's who the Northeast Beast really is. I wake up every morning, bench press the weight of an elephant. I cut down a mountain with the side of my hand. I stare at water until it gets to the boiling point. And there's no stopping this gravy train.
Let's hear it from Crouching Tiger. Tigger, come on, Tigger.
I don't know. I feel just kind of like disgusted that I lost. I thought for sure my Crouching Tigger Hidden Poo move would wipe them both off the map. I was thinking that it was going to be a real stink of a fight, but I was wrong. But I want a rematch against that motherfucker beast. He really got me good, and that Red Cross, I'm still finding frickin' leeches everywhere. How many leeches did he bring into the ring? That idiot. Gosh, no wonder the audience is after him. His move with the leeches needs to be outlawed. And that syringe? Yeah, he poked me up my nose with the syringe. That's why he got me good. Oh, I hate that guy. But I want a rematch against the Beast.
Oxford, comma.
Oh God, I don't know what to do. Okay, I thought my wife was dead, and now I find out she's alive and living with my partner. He invited me over for dinner tonight. And I can't go there. I can't go there for dinner. I left her on that boat. I thought she would die out there, but apparently she's fine. And I gotta get out of here. I gotta go somewhere else. There's gotta be a different place that I can go to. It's fine. It's fine. I can leave tonight, and nobody will know a thing. As long as they just get out right now and go somewhere, no one will find me like Madagascar.
Right, we're back here, and we're closing the show here. Let's bring out the Crazy Daisy Duke again. So as you heard it here on WrestleMania 2025, Crazy Daisy Duke wants to team up and adopt the Red Cross and make it the co-ed tag team, because in 2026, that is now a new category. So we're going to close with the Bearded Battalion being the winners this year. But Daisy, tell everybody, are you going to be back next year? Are you coming out of retirement?
I'm coming out of retirement, Hank. I'll be back.
This has been WrestleMania 2025. Thank you, Crazy Daisy Duke. Hank, over and out. Bye-bye. Okay, well, let's bring everybody back in. That was our show. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Now, everybody stay with me afterward, and we will talk about the show for a second. But let me introduce our lovely cast, the real names of everybody. The real names. Okay. Matthew, this was his first show. And then we'll go back up to the top to Andrew.
Hey guys, don't step on needles. It's bad for you.
Lydia.
Am I on? I am on. Hi, everybody.
James.
Arr.
And Nick. Wave goodbye, everybody. We'll see you in 5 weeks because I'm taking a 1-week vacation.